It's almost 9 o'clock and I'm parked outside of the emergency. This is where Jeanetta Marie Riley was shot and killed 10 years ago. July 8th, 2014, approximately 9:16 p.m. She parked about right over here and was brought to the emergency by her husband. The emergency said that she had a knife. She was threatening to self-harm herself. Her husband brought her in because she was having a mental breakdown. When the cops showed up with their sirens, they murdered her within 10 to 15 seconds. The footage is online. The link will be in the description of this video. The Guardian did a fabulous job of doing a journalistic expose of the lack of justice. I imagine what was going on throughout her day. From a young age, it was reported that she grew up on and off reservations and had alcohol from a very young age. She had a great deal of alcohol in her system 10 years ago. I can only imagine. One of the reasons that this hit me so hard is because she had 3 kids and I had 3 kids. We were almost the same age. She was also pregnant, about 115 pounds at the time. And I always said from the beginning that could have been me. One of my dearest friends did a vigil, and then together we did a memorial. We wrote several letters to the editor. Can't officially use the word murder in any kind of journalistic, but that's what we called it. 3 police officers within 10 to 15 seconds riddled her with 5 bullets. One of them thought about using a taser for a moment and then went back for the assault weapon. It's all in the Guardian article. There was a moment where I felt like I was going insane because there were people who were saying that she deserved it, that she asked for it because she had a knife. The police officer asked her to step forward, asked her to come forward. She was drunk and said no, but she did stumble forward. And then they claimed that she was a threat because she stumbled forward, but they had told her to do that. It could have been me. Thankfully, between the Guardian article and my dear friend Dan Mimak, as well as other letters to the editor, other community members saying this is insane, this is awful, this is not right, I felt like I wasn't alone. There was a moment where I did feel quite alone, and it felt like the community was going to just sweep it under the rug. And for the most part, they have. They really have. There's been absolutely zero restitution for Jeanetta, her husband, or her children. Well, obviously you can't have restitution for Jeanetta. She's dead. but there's been zero restitution for her or her children for her wrongful death. The Guardian article was about how the police wrongfully shot a dog in Coeur d'Alene within the same week 10 years ago. And Arfie's owner, was awarded $80,000 from the city of Coeur d'Alene. And so far, Jeanetta Marie Riley has received $0. So it shows you that a Native American pregnant woman who has mental, disability or a mental breakdown in that moment is worth less than a dog in the panhandle of Idaho. And I'm thankful that the Guardian pointed that out. So for many years I've come here on the anniversary. The first year we had a gathering. We had newspapers. Now it's just me. It's been just me for a few years. I made this rock. I'll show you. And I had it sort of in my plant upstairs. It's almost like a dice. But yeah, the top says, "Do you remember Jeanetta?" I made this about 9 years ago. Never again. Never again. I pray. And this one, we need peace officers. Not the ones that aggravate trauma. And this is all worn off, but it's July 8th, 2014. And this is Love Prevails. Do you remember Jeanetta?